When the worker raised the anesthetic gun to aim at the giant pig's head, suddenly the girl asked him to stop and she took out a photo of herself with the giant pig. The worker hesitated for a moment, but then the boss walked over. In his eyes, the giant pig was just a delicacy to make money from. No matter how desperately the girl pleaded, he still gave the order to shoot. Suddenly the girl shouted and pulled out a small golden trinket, then threw it over. She wanted to exchange the little golden pig for the giant pig that had saved her life. It turns out that when the little girl accidentally fell off a cliff, the giant pig, trying to save her, fell down itself. When the girl found it, the pig lay there motionless. The girl was devastated. She took out its favorite apple and offered it. At that moment, the pig woke up, and seeing the girl was safe, it happily rolled around on the ground. Unexpectedly, Grandfather secretly sold the giant pig to merchants. To smoothly load the pig onto the truck, Grandfather deliberately took the girl to the mountains, then told the little girl the giant pig was sold to someone else. Grandfather also gave the girl the small golden trinket he received from the transaction. Heartbroken, she threw away the golden trinket and ran back home. She saw that the giant pig had already been taken away. The girl chased desperately down the mountain, but of course, she couldn't catch up. Back home, she was so sad that she broke her savings jar, took some money and that small golden pig, and went out to find the giant pig. When the little girl arrived at the merchant's company, she saw the giant pig being loaded onto a car. She pursued it without hesitation. Seeing the truck, she took a shortcut and climbed onto the vehicle. The giant pig inside seemed to sense the girl and let out a loud squeal. Suddenly, the car stopped. A group of masked people got out and rescued the giant pig. The girl climbed onto the car, loudly calling for the giant pig. Seeing its owner had come, the giant pig ran toward the girl. They crossed a main road. The pig was a bit frightened and afraid to cross. The girl pushed it along. They arrived at an underground supermarket. People who didn't know what was happening were frightened. Soon, the girl and the giant pig were rescued by a group of masked people. They turned out to be from an animal protection organization. To catch evidence of the tycoon merchant abusing animals, they made a request to the girl to install a remote camera in the pig's ear, so when the pig was taken back by them, they could expose their evil deeds. The girl didn't want the giant pig to risk itself again. She just wanted to take it home. But this interpreter deceived the girl. The girl felt desperate and helpless. She could only watch as the giant pig was separated from her again. The giant pig brought to the factory had eyes full of fear. They used tools to directly cut the freshest meat from the pig and enjoyed a feast, while the camera in the pig's ear transmitted their evil deeds, alerting everyone that the most delicious fresh pork is built upon the suffering of live pigs. Finally, the girl ran into the slaughterhouse before the giant pig was killed, using the golden pig to buy back her giant pig. The girl rushed over and hugged it tightly as they walked out of the factory. The sound of anesthetic guns continued. Countless others like the giant pig were waiting to be killed. At that moment, a pair of giant pig parents endured pain to push open the electric fence. They pushed their child out. Security personnel who heard the pig's cry turned to look, but found nothing. The little pig was being carried in its parents' mouth. Its parents had already sacrificed themselves to preserve its life. The little pig's remaining journey would have to be walked on its own.